What's up, guys? I'm Nita Strauss, and you're watching my exclusive Nights with Alice Cooper Ask Me Anything chat. I'm so excited to be here hanging out with you guys. Big thanks to United Stations and, of course, my boss, Alice Cooper, for having me on to talk about my album, Controlled Chaos. My album came out in November of last year on Sumerian Records, and this week is the official release date of the vinyl of the album, which I know especially the Alice Cooper fans have been super excited to get things on vinyl. So vinyl is here, and I'm excited to hang with you guys to celebrate and answer as many of your questions as I can. So I have your questions here, and let's get right to it. So Dustin from Brighton, Tennessee says, "Hi Nita, I was wondering what are your 3 favorite Alice tunes to play live, and what are 3 Alice songs you've never gotten to perform on stage that you would like to see added to the set list? Thank you." It's so hard to pick a favorite, playing with a living legend like Alice Cooper, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on your show, Alice, I say this all the time. Playing with a living legend like Alice Cooper, I mean, the catalog is so extensive. There's so many amazing songs. It's really hard to just pick like, oh, I like playing Frankenstein and, World Needs Guts. And actually, those are 2 of my favorite ones because I like the guitar solos in those. But, from the 60s stuff to the 70s stuff, there's my kitty Lucy in the back. We're in my backyard, by the way. So, hello from sunny Los Angeles. I love playing Feed My Frankenstein. I love playing The World Needs Guts. Of course, I love playing Poison because that's the first Alice Cooper song I ever heard, and the first one I ever played on stage with the cover band way back in the day. And so it definitely gives me some special feeling, to get to play it on stage with Alice every night now. But the whole catalog is amazing. If I limit it to those 3, it's just impossible. But I do love playing those ones. 3 that I have never gotten to perform on stage that I would like to see added to the set list. I'm going to go ahead and kind of pass on this part of the question because there are some songs that are getting added to the set list that are on my list, and I cannot be the one that spoils this brand new set list for the 2019 tour. So I'm going to go ahead and just zip that up, throw away the key as far as songs I'd like to see added to the set list. I'm not going to answer that question anymore until the start of the tour. You guys will have to see what we're cooking up. Alice and management have cooked up some incredible ideas for this tour, so trust me, just come see us. All right, question number 2. Johnny from DC wants to know, why did I call the new album Controlled Chaos? Well, Controlled Chaos basically means that the world is chaotic. Obviously, you guys know, I know, everybody knows, chaos is everywhere, and there's always, whether you're in music, whether you're in finance, whether you're a race car driver, whether, whatever field of work that you're in, there's always going to be a lot of stuff going on you have to deal with emotionally and business-wise and everything. And you can either just lay back and let that chaos take you over, and, that's how people develop substance abuse problems and depression and and have all kinds of problems in their life because they just let that chaos overcome them. Or you can choose to harness that chaos and harness that energy and try to make something amazing out of it. And that's what I try to do with my album, and that's why I called it Controlled Chaos, because it's basically just taking all the emotions and the crazy things that have happened in my life, over the past 17 years that I've been in the music industry, and everything that I've learned, and just took it and made it into this album. So, Jennifer from Hartford says, "How do you stay so buff?" I'm in a hoodie now, so you can't see that, but I think especially as a musician, and in any field really, but a lot of people think that the music life is just about partying and drinking and eating pizza after the show and all this kind of stuff, and while that's fun, it's not really sustainable for an extended period of time. Your body needs to be healthy. So when I got sober in September of 2015, that's when I sort of changed my life for the better and started working out and eating healthy. I get my food sent out both here and on tour by an amazing company called Trifecta Nutrition. Trifecta has really been the game changer for me. My computer is actually sitting on top of a Trifecta box right now as I'm telling this to you guys. But it's all organic and grass-fed and healthy proteins and vegetables and stuff, and that's really helpful on tour because the pizza is still there even if I don't partake in it every night. So that's been really, really helpful. I've also been, when I'm at home, I've been doing Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's been amazing. My coach Dana Hernandez and Boss Rutan at Elite MMA have been incredible. Cindy Omatsu, my jiu-jitsu coach, and then of course my strength training coaches who have been with me for years, and that's who really helped me get on track in the first place. That's Ingrid Romero at Team Edge. And it may seem like I have a lot of external help doing this, but that's just because I started from like literally nothing, and I was that girl that was afraid to go in the weight room at the gym. Like, I literally would not take the step from the machines over to the free weights until I had, I didn't have that courage. I might have a lot of courage on stage, but I didn't have that courage to say, hey, I'm gonna go like where all these super buff guys are. And now I'm really, really excited to be developing something that will take that sort of experience to all of you. I know there's a lot of people that want to get in better shape listening to this and watching this that maybe don't know where to start. So I'm really excited that I'm working on something that will be out very soon that will help sort of ease the music fans into the fitness world and help bridge that gap that I have bridged myself. So I'm excited for that. Stay tuned to my social media and my website for that. Matt from Albany, New York says, are you only touring with Alice this year? No, Matt, actually I will be in Albany, I believe, on my solo tour. I'm very, very excited that I have gotten to do a lot of solo touring to support Controlled Chaos. And I'm starting on a very extensive tour in May. So I've got 3 shows coming up this week. I've got 3 shows in California, Hermosa Beach on the 11th. No, Hermosa Beach on April 10th, Hollywood at the Whiskey, my first headline show at the Whiskey, which is really exciting, on April 11th. And then April 14th, opening for the mighty John 5 in San Diego at Brick by Brick. And then I've got a couple weeks home, and then I'll be starting my long solo tour May 14th to June 22nd. That'll cover a huge portion of the U.S. We'll do a lot of shows in New York. We've got a lot of, we're pretty much hitting everywhere except the West Coast, because we did a lot of the West Coast on my last tour last year. But make sure you go to www.nitastrauss.com/tour to check out all the dates. And if you want to come hang out with me before the show, there's an awesome VIP experience at nitastraussvip.com. And that is an hour-long Q&A and hang with me. If you're a guitar player, bring your guitar and ask some guitar questions. If you don't play guitar and you just want to know what's it like being a female in the rock and roll world, or what's it like touring with the great Alice Cooper, or anything you guys want to know about, that's what the VIP Q&A is there for. And then, of course, there's a photo and autograph session as well. So if you guys are in the area for any of the shows, or you feel like having a road trip, please come and see me and hang with me. I would love to meet all of you. All right. Alex from Grand Rapids. It's an interesting question. Grand Funk had a warning on their albums that said should be played at maximum volume. What warning would be on your album? I don't know if I would consider it a warning, but maybe like, warning, this album may make you want to play guitar. And I'll tell you why. My hair's a mess. I have heard so many people, and this is the biggest compliment that I could imagine. I've heard so many people since my album came out tell me, your songs sound like fun. Your album sounds like fun, and I want to learn how to play guitar so I can play these songs. And that to me is the biggest compliment that I could ever possibly ask for. So, warning, this album may inspire you to pick up a guitar and play. Do you ever get to relax at home? Where are you from? I'm at home right now. Not so much relaxing. I have not, here's a little known fact, I haven't taken a day off since January 3rd, and it's now April 8th. And before that, I didn't take a day off from January until Christmas last year. And that means even the days that I was home, where I was doing interviews and press, stuff very much like this, where I'm at home, but I'm still doing work stuff. I run, Josh, my boyfriend and manager, and we run our business basically ourselves. The business is Nita Strauss Incorporated, and it's a full-time job. When it's your own name that is the business never stops. So, we're answering emails, we're setting up press, we're dealing with, different endorsements and appearances and stuff like that. I just got back from Mexico from a workshop there a couple days ago. I've got a show here in Southern California day after tomorrow. I've got my guys flying in, to be my band and my crew and stuff for these shows. So even the time at home is not really time off. It's, it's all about the grind. it's that success mentality. You either do it or you don't do it. And I'm choosing right now to just really keep my head down and focus and try to make these years of my career the best that I can. It's not such a bad place to be doing work though, right? And the last question is John from Fairfax, Virginia, and I just closed the thing by accident, but I remember what the question said. It was, before you started playing guitar, what were your hobbies? And before I started playing guitar, I was doing gymnastics. I was pretty far up in the ranks doing rhythmic gymnastics. I had competed all over California, flown up to San Francisco and down to San Diego, and actually gone up to Canada and New York and a couple different states to compete. So I was fully on the path of doing gymnastics, and then I fell in love with the guitar and I never went back. Okay, that was actually the last one. That was the last one on the list. So I want to thank all of you guys for all the great questions. And thank you so much to Alice for having me on the show. Thank you to United Stations for making all of this possible. And thank you guys so much for listening and for checking it out. And please check out my album, Controlled Chaos, out now on Sumerian Records. The vinyl is out today if you want to check it out. Follow my social media. I'm Hurricane Nita. Check out my website, nitastrauss.com. And if you go to nitastrauss.com and click on shop, that's where you'll find the vinyl. You'll find all the great stuff that comes along with the album, cool merch, signed stuff, and guitar picks and what have you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys out there on the road.